just to be honest with you guys, I had no idea the talent show was today. So that was a nice surprise. And before I tell my joke, I need to tell all people with like heart problems that you might want to leave the room because you may literally, quite possibly, die of laughter. Well, I'll give you a moment. Alright. And this is my horse show. So this horse was walking along the road, right? Just going home from his boring job. He's like an accountant or something. And he's just walking along, and he notices a guitar on the side of the road. So he's like, okay, that's odd. Just goes down and picks it up. It's kind of like, you know, dusty and stuff, kind of dirty. But he like plucks out the strings, and it's fine. Like plays normally. Looks around, he's like, okay, whose guitar is this? No one's around. And okay, what do I do? And the most logical thing to do is take it home and start playing with it. So he does exactly that, and he's like, oh wait, I don't really know how to play. So he's like, okay. He looks up some guitar lessons. He finds this dude, he's pretty local. He goes to his guitar teaching, whatever, and he goes up and he's like, hey man, can you teach me guitar? And he's like, yeah, sure, why not? And so every Tuesday for like a month, like the dude is like doing 2-hour sessions, like getting him really good with the guitar, right? And after like a month, goes on, he's just playing at his house, and he's like, wow, I'm like really good, I should start a band. And so he calls his friend the pig, and he's like, hey man, can you come over and play the bass? Pig's like, yeah, sure, why not? So the pig comes over with the bass, and they start playing, and they're like, wait, this is missing something. So they call their friend the cow, and they're like, hey man, can you come play the drums? And the cow's like, yeah, sure, why not? So the cow comes over with the drums, and they start playing, and they're like, wow, this is still missing something. So they call their friend the what animal have I used? Chicken. And he's like, hey man, can you come over and play the keyboard? And Chicken's like, yeah, sure, why not? So Chicken comes over, they set up everything, and they start playing. And it's like fantastic. Like, this is a great band now. They're like, wow, we should get like gigs. And they're like, Pig knows this bartender in a local bar, and he's like, hey man, can we come in and play at your bar sometime? And the bartender's like, yeah, sure, why not? You can use the stage tomorrow. So like, they're like, wow, cool. So the next night they go on over, they set up all the equipment and stuff, and they start playing. And it is a great show. Like, everyone's like just up on their feet, just like going wild, kind of like how you guys are right now. Thank you. And yeah, after the show, it's a great show. They're just getting their backs patted by all the bar patrons, and this guy walks up to them in a suit and tie, which is kind of odd because everyone else is like casual dress. They're like, okay, who are you? And the guy's like, oh, I'm a record dealer in LA, and I would like to make you guys a record. And they're like, well, cool. That's like really awesome. And so like, yeah, the guy's like, okay, there's a flight leaving for LA tomorrow morning. They're like, wow, cool, okay, yeah, we'll be there. So like, they cancel everything the next morning, and probably like the next week or so. And they get to the airport super early, they wait for a while, and plane's finally boarding. And while it's boarding, the horse gets a call from his father, and it turns out that his mother is really sick, and he needs to come and pay the medical bills. So the horse... That's not the joke, okay. So the horse, jumps off the plane, he rushes to the hospital, he pays the bills, his mother's fine, he's just waiting there, because she's asleep right now, he's just waiting there, making sure she's all fine and stuff. And gets a call from the record dealer from LA, and it turns out that the plane crashed and all of his friends are dead. So that sucks. So, he's feeling pretty down in the dumps, like his best friend's kind of exploded. And, well, his deal is now like off because it was for the band and not himself. So he's like really sad, So he's like, okay, how do I get rid of this sadness? So he's like, I'll just, go to a bar or something. So he goes to the bar that, they played at, goes up to the counter. He's like, "Hey man, give me like some alcoholic beverage." And the bartender's like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" And he goes, he gets a beverage. He brings it back to the horse. He looks up and down, and he goes, "Why the long face?" Thank you.